Okay, we're going to kind of flip the switch now and lean in from the Klaviyo piece, but obviously we want to talk about retention as part of a strategy in the acquisition and retention piece. Email's crowded, paid is expensive, SMS is a little bit saturated now as well, and WhatsApp is one of the most high converting, high engagement channels out there now, but only if it's done properly. So I'm really excited to welcome Mike and Dave on the stage today. Thanks for joining me.
Hello.
Hello.
Could you tell us a little bit about you and the company that you work at?
Yeah, sure. So my name's Dave Weller. I'm founder and managing director of Randy Cow. We are a sustainable beachwear brand. We founded in 2019, which has been quite a journey since we've given COVID and the war every other year has been really good to navigate. But we sell online and in stockists in the UK and around the world.
Nice.
So hi, I'm Mike Gartland. I'm the UK sales director at GoKwik, and we are a WhatsApp marketing technology company and service. And we're focused on helping customers to grow lifetime value and ultimately improve their customer retention.
So, Dave, what made you first experiment with WhatsApp?
So WhatsApp marketing, I mean, from a consumer point of view, it worked on me. I'm one of these people, I don't have notifications for my emails on my phone, but WhatsApp does ping up, so there's more of an urgency and intent. And I could see how my behaviour was around getting messages pop up straight away, reading them, how I'd engage with them, how I'd open them, and also Mike ringing me up and asking me to try it. Sorry.
And Mike, why are we now seeing brands put some serious budget into WhatsApp?
Yeah, I think there's a few reasons. Firstly, Google and Meta costs rising, meaning that brands need to work harder in terms of their retention strategies and not pay for that customer twice. Email can work incredibly well for brands, but we're seeing a trend of low open rates and click-through rates declining. WhatsApp presents that opportunity to engage with your customers with an average of 95% open rate, around about 15% click-through rate. The key and the important thing behind this is segmentation and really personalizing the communications. If customers execute on that correctly, then they can improve that customer retention, drive more orders, and just deliver value to their customers. It's a very personal channel, so getting that strategy right is the key.
Yeah. What surprised you most about like the engagement rates?
I mean, to be honest, I wasn't surprised because I was told in our sort of warm-up calls what to expect, and also, like I say, from a consumer point of view, I knew what my engagement rate would be with WhatsApp, and it was exactly the same. We saw, like Mike said, massively high open rates, click-through rates were quite high to start with as well. So I think just is that intent when people were on the go and the phone pings with a message, people are more likely to open it than they are an email. And like I say, for me with emails, it's probably the same for everybody. It's so much junk every day that you're just constantly swiping like a bad dating app to get rid of all the ones you don't want to see. So, and you're just basing that on what the subject line is. Whereas if you get the message come through on WhatsApp, you're more likely to open it, and then you also pay attention to what the content is as well.
So, what was the first campaign that you set up?
For us, I mean, in honesty as well, what we had to sort of work on, because we've only started this fairly recently, was we have to build up the list again. So our email list has obviously been generating for years. We've got quite a few numbers of subscribers in there, but WhatsApp, we need to get more opt-ins again. So it was started again from scratch. So we started with obviously the welcome series, which you're going to get higher rate of conversion there because people are offered a 10% sign up. What we did have to experiment with this though was we adapted our welcome pop-up to have a second layer for the WhatsApp number to be opted in, but we found that people were skipping that, so we had to combine the two together on just one pop-up, and then we started seeing the numbers grow straight away. And our best results at the moment are abandoned cart and browse abandonment, because people go away an hour later, they get a ping on their phone. Again, it's still fresh in their mind, they've got a bit more intent, whereas if they don't open their email until 6-7 hours later during the day, intent's gone, the moment's gone. So those are the best campaigns that we have for that, for sure.
Nice.
I just want to add to that on the pop-up form, because I think a lot of brands would sort of perceive that they need to split out the two forms to gather data. But it's interesting, we've had a few clients that have seen a win when they've had both sets of data, email and capturing a mobile phone number on that first form, suggesting that more subscribers want to communicate on WhatsApp as a channel.
Nice. And what do you think is one of the biggest misconceptions about WhatsApp marketing?
Yeah, I think in general, people just seeing it purely as a sales tool for sort of batch and blast communications, where WhatsApp can work incredibly well in this market, can be from a sales perspective, but with segmentation, early product access to your VIP customers. Beyond that, it can work really well from a marketing communication point of view, educating them on your brand, utilizing video content. And then also as a customer service tool, what WhatsApp can really do is turn conversations or inquiries, into conversations and then into sales. If there are any particular issues, maybe if a brand offers a subscription, can we facilitate an upgrade on the subscription or a change rather than them dropping off completely? And because of WhatsApp enables two-way communication and strong open and engagement rates, that's possible through the channel, where email and SMS doesn't enable brands and subscribers to communicate in that way.
And I guess this is for both of you really, but how should brands really structure their flows like differently from email so there's like some kind of separation?
Well, I mean, we're working with Mike's company GoKwik, so they've been fantastic in restructuring the flows for us. I think there's a lot of similarities in terms of sort of like where people enter and exit and the sort of delays. I think at the moment we're still seeing good conversions on both, but as I say, the list size is hugely different while we're still sort of generating those new numbers. But what we're seeing is very exciting, and what GoKwik are creating for us. And we're still only scratching the surface, really. There's loads more to explore.
Anything else that you've noticed?
Yeah, I'll just add to that with it's like abandoned cart as an example. If people don't open that email, then you can send a WhatsApp message once you've gathered the list. I think that's one of the biggest challenges, is growing a quick compliant WhatsApp list, but that's where we come in and help. And there are a number of new opportunities to do that, whether it's QR codes and WAMI links. And then once you've got that grown consented list, where email and WhatsApp can work really well together, for example, is you send out an email first, discovery, educating them on your brand, introducing a few products, but then following that up maybe with a founder-led video. And if it's post-purchase, it's getting them excited about the product they're receiving. And if there are any issues, again, just having that two-way conversation to resolve the issue, which can't be done directly through email.
Mm-hmm. And what's been like the main difference you've seen from email in terms of like conversion?
I think one of the things, and I looked this up on the train on the way here earlier because I wanted to sort of see what the actual differences were. When it break down the size of the list versus the sort of conversions, you see like the revenue per recipient. On our general campaigns, email is still winning because I think it's just sheer volume, but also maybe to do with getting your data and your story across better on an email screen rather than a WhatsApp one potentially. But when it comes down to abandoned carts and browse abandonments, the revenue per recipient was double what we're getting on email. So the numbers are really exciting. But say once we get that list, maybe halfway near what our emails are, then we could be really exciting for what's coming.
Exciting. And is there any other early signals, Mike, that tell you when a campaign is working well or the strategy's working well?
Yeah, definitely keeping unsubscribes low is probably a big one. Open rate, obviously getting that 95%, and then high click-through rate is a big one as well.
95%.
95% open rate, yeah,
Nice.
is the average open rate. And we're seeing like 12 to 15% click-through rate, depending on campaign flow and so on. And then customer lifetime value, looking at, number of repeat orders is another big one to measure over time. And I think about Dave's brand, Randy Cow, and someone such as myself that's quite busy, recently had a child, going on holiday soon. Obviously, I haven't prepared anything. So abandoned browse flows would be superb for me in terms of getting shorts and then a linen shirt and so on, unless my wife has already bought stuff for me, which could well have been the case. But that's where WhatsApp, I think, can work incredibly well. That post-purchase piece, or, generally adding value and offering products that you would be interested in.
Nice. And what's the quickest route to market for the brands that do want to get started?
GoKwik from a WhatsApp perspective, but no. Really and truly, I think it's getting people signed up quickly and opted in a compliant way, whether that's via QR codes if you had stores to connect that journey, WAMI links on your social. We can also send DMs through automated DMs through Instagram and Facebook to sign people up if they comment on a price or product for a story or post. So getting people opted in quickly, and then from that point, moving them through the journey and ultimately understanding the drop-off points in your own strategy. And WhatsApp should really supplement what you're already doing today and boost that. If you've got a great strategy where you're spending a lot from a paid media perspective, but if there are any drop-offs at any point in that funnel, then that's where WhatsApp can help add value.
And you say as well, don't you? Like, it's not to replace like your email at all. Like, it's meant to be something that supports in that retention piece overall.
Yeah, 100%. It shouldn't be replacing anything. It really fits into that wider strategy. It's a different channel and it's another way to communicate with your customers. And everybody's an individual. So there'll be people in the room here that would rather receive WhatsApp messages from a brand, others that would rather receive emails. And then there'll be other people that would rather receive a combination of both. And there are certain parts of the journey where WhatsApp makes more sense, resolving customer service inquiries. I suppose, abandoned cart and abandoned browse where people would trying to work out which one makes more sense. But then that's where we can run A/B tests and we can look at things like people don't open an email, send a WhatsApp message. And now with the new opportunities to opt WhatsApp customers into your list, it means that you'll end up having a list of WhatsApp subscribers that actually aren't email subscribers. So the journey starts that way, and then maybe we introduce email later.
Yeah, it's smart. Well, yeah, I think it's dead exciting, and if you've not explored it, it's something that you definitely should look into. Well, thanks so much, guys.